10 different buckets exist for clients to live in inside the CRM. Now, your first challenge here, if you're watching this video, is are you using your CRM and actually updating the stages and the statuses? Because if you're not, you're going to be way behind the curve. So just use your CRM first. That would be my first piece of advice. We've said that many times on the show here and anywhere else you're following me. Secondly, you want to try to simplify this because there are a lot of different steps that it takes from someone inbounding or someone calling you or having that first conversation about a real estate decision to actually getting to the settlement table. And the agents that want to go right to the closing, they're going to lose. They're not going to keep clients long term. They're going to miss out on business. All the money's in the follow-up. We know that. And sometimes people are going to move faster through these different stages, and sometimes they're going to move slower. So you want to understand that. I'm going to have Nick put this up, and this is something that we've developed internally at our team. The first is lead, or the introduction stage, right? And that's where they're in maybe attempted contact, you're not talking to them, and you don't have clear information about their motivation or what they're trying to accomplish. Then you've got nurture. This is probably going to be your biggest bucket. It should be someone that you've talked to and you're trying to get in front of and meet. So you actually have to have a two-way conversation with them. Then you have appointment set. This is one of the biggest inflection points in the process where you're setting an appointment to meet up with someone face-to-face, whether it's a showing, a buyer consultation, or ideally a listing appointment. That's one of the hardest stages to get to. And then getting that appointment to happen, which is the next one, met with, the appointment actually shows someone that you got face-to-face with, could be a buyer consult, could be a listing, could be a showing, and you're trying to help them make a real estate decision. Then it's going to diverge based on being a buyer or a seller. So there's 10 total of these. All 10 may not apply. Showing homes, right? You're meeting with someone more than once. You're showing multiple properties to them. They're out actively searching for a new property. Pretty clear. Submitting offers. You're writing contracts to purchase homes. It takes some time. And that you've drafted and submitted an offer for a purchase of real property. Then you've got on the listing side, a listing agreement is signed, but it's not on the market yet. So you have an executed listing contract. And then active listing, someone that has taken their home to the market. They're actively showing it. They're getting people through there. You're trying to get it sold. Then you've got under contract. An executed agreement of sale is what we're looking for here for everybody. And then ultimately closed client. So those are all the stages. And we can talk about all the different ways to get these people through. That would be many, many videos. There's two key takeaways I've got for this, for everyone that's watching. One, you have to take this one step at a time. And you've got to celebrate these wins one step at a time. If you get an appointment set, you should be high-fiving somebody. That's a big, exciting objective in your business to get someone to set up a time to meet with you. It's where a lot of agents fall short. They don't meet with enough people. And we know that whoever goes on the most appointments will probably sell the most houses as long as their skills are up to snuff on the appointment side. So you want to celebrate, hey, I got this appointment set. Awesome. I'm meeting with them. Are you properly prepped? Do you know what to say? Are you dressed properly, right? These are all things you got to think about. And you've got to look at how you can win at each stage and just try to get them to the next step, right? You're not going to jump to close sale. It doesn't work that way. We've all probably signed listings that haven't come to the market. We've all written offers with people who ended up not buying a house. So you've got to get them to the next step. You can't fast forward. So celebrate those wins. Getting to appointment set and met with, that's a big win for anybody. And when you celebrate that stuff and you embrace the process, you celebrate the journey, well, then all of a sudden your mindset's going to change a lot and you're going to be in a much better spot. The second thing to consider here is that detaching from the outcome is almost a necessity in this business. You can smell the people who have commission breath a mile away. When folks are emotionally tied to what happens here, they're going to live on that roller coaster of real estate where, oh, great, I set an appointment up. Oh, no, they canceled. Great, they rescheduled. They canceled again. I wrote the offer. The offer declined. Like, it goes up and down all the time. You're going to take some losses in real estate. And there's a lot of instances where you do a lot of work and don't make any money. And then you do very little work and people move through the process faster and it feels a little easier. That's because you got better. That's because your skills improved, because you're detaching from the outcome. And when you detach from the outcome, you can focus on the income producing activities at the front that will get you to the outcomes that you want. So detach from the outcome, focus on one step at a time in the sales process. That mindset in Q2 will help you win. And remember, the big one to target here is appointment set and meeting with, because if you're not getting your appointments closed, you're not signing clients at your appointments, you got to work on the appointment. And if you're not able to get to the appointment, you got to work on your scripting and your dialogues, and you might have an activity issue. So there's ways to diagnose this. And step one is use the CRM in the first place. Follow these steps, embrace the journey, get excited about the journey, and detach from the outcome, and you'd be shocked how much business you can actually close.